Hello friends and welcome to Unacademy Articulate. So let's begin today's current economy of the day. So current economy of the day today we will be discussing about development financial institutions. So development finance institution or the DFI, and I am myself Joicy Joy, and this is current economy of the day series. So let's get started. Ankit, good evening Ankit. Yeah, good evening and welcome Ankit. Now, hardly 6 more months left for your examination, and it's on June 27th. The prelims examination is scheduled on 27th of June, and we are introducing a 6 months ultimate courses, ultimate batch. So we have a 6 months ultimate batch as well as the mission 2021. So both of them are 6 months crash courses for UPSC CSE 2021, and the next batch starts on 28th of December. So and this is about the prelims cum mains integrated complete batch course, which starts on 28th of December. So ultimate 1 year and 2 year courses. So we have already said about the 6 months course. So this will be 1 year as well as 2 year courses. And here we offer full coverage of the syllabus, classes taken by the top educators, the prelims test series along with the analysis, PDF study material, dedicated doubt clearing sessions and interview preparations. And this is about our Lakshya batches. Lakshya batches are in Hindi. So these are Hindi medium batches. So these are available for 6 months, 1 year and also for 2 years. So this is Lakshya batches, and we also have expedition batches. So expedition batches are for 6 months, 1 year and 2 years, and this will be in English. So medium will be in English. Expedition batches. And this is regarding our iconic subscription. So we will be introducing a price hike for the iconic subscription very soon, so you can get subscribed now. So iconic subscription, you will get all the features that are available on Plus platform or Plus subscription. Along with that, you will be provided with some additional features. Additional features. So the additional features available for iconic subscription, it includes your personal coach, that is your mentor, mains test series along with evaluation, customized study planner, study booster sessions and high intensity workshops, answer writing practice, then daily content. So these are the highlights of the iconic subscription. So you will be getting these additional features apart from that of the Plus subscription. And you can use my referral code. This is my referral code, Joicy10, Joicy 10. So you can use this referral code, and using this referral code, you will be able to get a flat 10% discount on the courses that we provide. And we are also announcing the biggest discount of the year 2020. So biggest discount of the year 2020. It's a combo offer. UPSC CSE GS plus courses plus optional. So earlier the price was 77,000. Now it's 70,153. And the UPSC CSE GS iconic subscription along with optional, it comes at a price of 88,705. Earlier it was 97,000. So this is the biggest discount of 2020 that Unacademy is announcing. And upon that, you can also use my referral code, which is Joicy10, Joicy 10. So using this referral code, you will be given an extra 10% off. So you will be given an extra 10% off on the courses apart from the discount using my referral code. So let's get started with DFI, Development Finance Institution. If you are watching this class live with me, let me know. Please do let me know in the comment section. Okay. Now, let's first understand what is the current affair. Government plans to set up a development finance institution DFI in the next 3 to 4 months. So this is the current affair, that the government is actually planning to set up a development finance institution in the next 3 to 4 months. So this is basically the current affair. So let me know if you are live with me. Okay, nobody is live. Yeah. So government is planning to set up a development finance institution in the next 3 to 4 months. In her last budget speech, the finance minister, Ms. Nirmala Sitharaman, had proposed to set up DFIs, development finance institutions, for promoting infrastructure funding. So already there was a budget proposal. So budget proposal means a proposal in the budget. Last year budget there was a proposal that a new DFI, development finance institution, will be set up for promoting infrastructure funding. So this is to promote the infrastructure funding. Government said the need of a development financial institution as infra financing needs patient capital, and banks are currently not suited for lending long term projects which do not generate any cash for years. So government, the statement made by the government is that need for a development finance institution or a DFI. So DFI or building a DFI, it needs infrastructure financing. So lot of capital is required, long-term capital is required. And what is the problem now? Banks are not in a position to lend for a long period. So why? Because the long-term capital or the long-term loans that the banks give, it will not generate any cash flow for several years. For that reason, the banks are not prepared for lending for long-term projects. So this was the statement given by the government. Swatantra, okay, hi Swatantra. Okay. Now, this is just a current affair. So we just need to know that the government has proposed to create a development finance institution in like another 2 to 3 months. So understanding that, let us come to the details of DFI. Let's understand what is a DFI, development finance institution. So DFI or development finance institution are those organizations that are owned by the government or charitable institution to provide funds for low capital projects or where their borrowers are unable to get it from commercial lenders. So what is DFI? So these DFI or development finance institutions are the organizations which the government owns. So government owned or those charitable institutions or government owned institutions, the purpose is to provide funds for low capital projects or in cases where the borrowers are unable to get loans from commercial lenders. Commercial lenders here refers to banks. So commercial lenders are banks. So those organizations owned by the government or charitable institution and which provide funds for low capital projects and in cases where the borrowers are not able to get their funding from the banks or the commercial lenders. Now, what are the different types of finances? The finance types. First one is medium finance, that is for 1 to 5 years. So DFIs provide finance for medium term. It will be for 1 to 5 years. And they also provide long-term finance, that is more than 5 years. So if the loan period or the loan is extended for a period of 5 years, this is called up to 5 years. It's called medium finance, and long-term finance means the finance given for more than 5 years. The source of capital of these banks is national or international development funds. Now, how does the DFI or development finance institution, how does the DFI procure their capital? So the source of capital for this DFIs or development finance institutions is either the national level or international level development funds. So the development funds provide the capital. And it also strikes a balance between commercial operational norms as followed by commercial banks and developmental responsibilities. So the very purpose of the development finance banks or development finance institutions is to strike a balance between commercial banks, that is the commercial banks that are operating for commercial interest. Commercial interest means the very purpose of commercial banks is to make profit. They are profit oriented, or they try to maximize the profit. Now, commercial operations means profit, the aim of generating profit. So, the DFIs or the development finance institution, they actually try to maintain a balance between this commercial operation and developmental responsibility. So, a balance between commercial gains or commercial goals and developmental responsibilities. Developmental responsibility and commercial goals. Ramkumar, good evening Ramkumar, hi. Now, let's see reasons for DFIs to fund infrastructure. So, what are the reasons that DFIs, development finance institutions, fund the infrastructure? One is to improve long-term finances, because as we said, the banks, the commercial banks are not in a position to finance the developmental activities or long-term finances. The reason is that the commercial banks, they are already facing a crisis now because of economic slowdown, because of COVID, because of all these, the commercial banks are already facing a crisis. Now, they are not in a position to provide long-term finances, but the DFIs, development financial institutions, can provide long-term finances. Second is to provide credit enhancement for infrastructure and housing projects. So, second reason is to provide credit enhancement for infrastructural projects and for housing projects. Third is, maybe UPSC can give you certain statements and ask you what are the different objectives or different significances of DFIs, development finance institutions. Third is to boost economic growth, which would increase the capital flows and energize capital market. So, third objective is to boost the economic growth. Now, economic growth is measured in terms of GDP. Now, GDP, what is GDP? Quantity into price, that is GDP. So, output, the value, monetary value of the output is GDP. GDP is nothing but the money value or monetary value of output produced. So that is GDP, and economic growth is measured in terms of GDP. So third one being to boost the economic growth, which would increase the capital flows and energize capital markets. So this will increase the capital flows and also energize the capital market. Now, India does not have a development bank, and DFI would fulfill to have an institutional mechanism. This is very important reason. India does not have a full-fledged development bank. Actually, a full-fledged development bank. India does not have a full-fledged development bank and the DFI, that is development finance institutions, will fulfill to have an institutional mechanism. Institutional mechanism in the sense that a development finance institution in the country. That gap can be, or the vacuum can be filled. And next reason, debt flow towards infrastructure projects can be improved, because the purpose of DFIs, development finance institutions, are to provide long-term funds. So these long-term funds will mostly go to infrastructural projects because they are of long-term nature. So debt flow towards the infrastructure projects would be improved. That is another reason. Now, Kunal is asking me, you were in Study IQ. Yes, I was there, but right now teaching with Unacademy. Swatantra, are insurance companies and mortgage companies belong to DFI? No, insurance companies are different, mortgage companies are also different. Development finance institutions, from the name itself, it is clear. Development के लिए मतलब कि जो financial institutions developmental funds provide कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि funds long term nature में होगा, और ये long term nature से क्या समझ सकता है कि डेवलपमेंट के लिए, मतलब इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट के लिए, ग्रोथ और डेवलपमेंट दोनों दो चीज है. ग्रोथ मतलब जीडीपी, आउटपुट में अगर तो कोई इम्प्रूवमेंट होगा तो वो ग्रोथ होता है. डेवलपमेंट मतलब आउटपुट में, खाली आउटपुट में नहीं, उसका अलावा और कोई मतलब डेवलपमेंटल फैक्टर्स, सोशल फैक्टर्स एक्सेट्रा also improves in development. So example of development is creating more roads, more infrastructure, more buildings, more schools, more hospitals. So these are all indicators of development. So development finance institutions are those finance institutions which provide long term funds and to carry out developmental activities. I hope it's clear now. Okay, so with the coming up of development finance institution, the debt flow to the infrastructural projects will also be improved. Now let's discuss about the features of development finance institutions. Here there is no much to analyze, or there is very less analytical possibility. That is why this topic seems to be little bit dry. But since the government or the ministry has announced that a development bank will be coming up very soon, even this proposal was there in the last budget. Now government is planning to bring it very fast. So now from examination perspective it becomes very important, especially for prelims. So that is why I have taken up this topic. Now from your side, I know it's a little bit dry topic. There is nothing to analyze, or there is no scope for interpretation, but understand it's a very important topic for your prelims examination. Okay, Ankit, it's clear, and Swatantra also. Thank you Swatantra, and thank you Ankit. Now the features of DFI, Development Finance Institution. Mohammed Aslam, your class is always superb, ma'am. Thank you so much, Aslam. Thanks a lot. Now, it provides financial as well as technical support to various sectors. So, financial support, apart from that, technical support. This is how UPSC can confuse you. UPSC may give you such statements and you may think that how does a bank give technical support? So, it provides financial as well as technical support to various sectors. Now, very important. These features are very important because these features makes the development finance institutions different from that of the other banks or other financial institutions. So for that reason it's very important. If you remember, there were questions regarding, every year you get questions, such type of questions. For example, there were questions regarding payment banks, there were questions regarding bank boards bureau. Then if I remember, it was in 2014, there was a question regarding this agent, what is that called? I forgot the technical name. Actually, every year you will get such type of questions. Various banks, okay, various specialized banks. So DFI is also a specialized bank, development finance institution. They do not accept deposits from people. This is a very important feature of DFI. They do not accept deposits from people, and we have already seen how do they get their source of capital from various development institutions. Now they raise funds by borrowing funds from government and by selling their bonds to general public. So this is the source of borrowing. So Anshu has asked me, DFIs are similar to NBFCs. No, it's not. NBFCs are non-banking financial companies, and NBFCs can be for any purpose. It can be for gold loans, it can be for short-term loans, agricultural loans, anything. But exclusively, the development financial institutions, they are exclusively for the purpose of providing development finance, loans for developmental activities. Okay, it's different. Now, so the source of borrowing for the DFIs, one is borrowing from the government. Second one is they will sell the bonds to the general public. So selling the bond, it's a debt financing. It's a kind of debt financing. Third, it promotes economic development of the country. So it provides economic development. Why? It is providing funds exclusively for developmental activities. Funds are provided exclusively for developmental activities. Okay. It also provides technical assistance like project report, viability study, consultancy services, etc. So it provides technical assistance like the project report, viability study, consultancy services, etc. Now let's come to the classification of DFIs. Now first one is sector specific financial institutions. So sector specific financial institution. Now be clear that even though we have all these, we do not have a full-fledged DFI, full-fledged development financial institution. These are all partial. Okay. Financial institutions which focuses on a particular sector to provide project finance. These are sector specific financial institutions. Now NHB, which is National Housing Board, the Exim Bank, Export and Import Bank. These are some of the sector specific financial institutions. Now if we look at NHB, National Housing Board, they are concentrated on the housing sector. So they try to provide finance to the housing sector. Exim Bank, they try to provide finance to the export import sector, that is foreign trade. Okay. We also have investment institutions. So investment institutions are specialized in providing services designed to facilitate business operations like capital expenditure financing, equity offerings, and which includes IPOs, initial public offer. So investment institutions, they are specialized in providing services which will facilitate business operations. That is how business operations can be facilitated by increasing the investments. So examples are capital expenditure financing, equity offering. What is equity? Equity is the shares of the company. Shares of the company sold to the public. Shares of the company sold to the public. And what happens when these shares are sold to the public? They purchase it and they become the shareholders of the company or owners of the company. Okay. Example, LIC, GIC, General Insurance Company, Life Insurance Corporation, UTI, Union Trust of India. All these are some of the examples of investment institutions. But always remember, these are only partially development institution, not full-fledged development institution. NABARD is an actually a development institution but not full-fledged. It is partially a development institution which is a sector-specific institution, like in case of NHB and Exim Bank. It is concentrated on the agricultural sector. NABARD is concentrated or focused on the agricultural sector. Okay, clear? Now let's take some examples. Okay, sector specific DFIs. Some examples of sector specific DFIs. First one is industrial sector. Example is IFCI, ICICI, Universal Bank, IDBI, IRCI, SIDBI. All these are examples of industry specific DFIs, development finance institution. Now the question that Swatantra was asking me, agriculture sector. NABARD is an example of sector specific DFI which belongs to agricultural sector. Foreign trade, Exim Bank is an example. So Exim Bank is concentrated on foreign trade. And housing sector, NHB, that is a National Housing Board. So NHB is concentrated on the housing sector. So Ankit, yes. Swatantra, yes. Shivi Diksha, yes. Adarsh Singh, hi Adarsh, hello. So this is all, and this was a kind of factual kind of topic. Hi ma'am, do you do the video on economy of the day daily? Yes, every day. Pradeepti Naidu is asking me. Pradeepti, every day there is a session at 8 o'clock in this channel, Articulate, and at 9 we have Polity of the Day series. That is in the other channel, Unacademy UPSC Current Affairs. So we do have sessions every day. Every day we do have sessions. Okay. So these are the sector specific DFIs. So this was a kind of factual thing, and now because the government has only announced and it will be created in 2-3 months, you can expect such questions for the prelims. Once it is implemented, maybe an year after, regarding the functioning, whether it is successful and all, you can expect a question in the mains, but only after coming into being and after having an analysis like how does it work and all, we will get a mains question. So mostly this year we expect these questions for prelims. Okay, so for prelims we expect this question. And Yeah, that is it from my end. Pradeepti, thank you so much, ma'am. Nice initiative. Thank you, Pradeepti. Thank you so much for your support. And Ankit Sharma, thank you so much. And see you at 9. Yeah, I'll see you at 9 with the polity of the day. So we'll be discussing about governor today. We'll be discussing about the office of the governor. Shiv Deksha, this is my first class. Thank you, Shivi, for coming here. Do keep supporting me and do watch it every day. So today we have a very dry topic, very small topic also. Otherwise we used to have other interesting topics as well. So thank you so much for coming here. Once again, regarding the biggest discount of 2020, Unacademy is announcing the biggest discount of 2020. Now we have a combo offer, UPSC CSE GS, the plus subscription plus the optionals. It comes at 70,153. Now this is for 1 year, and we have also iconic subscription along with optionals. So this is for a period of 1 year. So earlier it was 97,000, now it's at 88,705. So this is the offer, and you can also apply my coupon code, that is Joicy10, and you will get a flat 10% off. That is flat 10% upon the discount. So 12 months it will come at 63,093, 24 months 89,712, and 36 months 1,09,080. Now time for doubts. You can give me the questions and I'll answer them. Ma'am, does NABARD come under the regulation of RBI or not? RBI has sold the shares of NABARD held with RBI entirely to the government. So now NABARD, the 100% of the shares are held by the government. Shivi Deksha, nice class and thank you. Thank you so much, Shivi, and thank you others. Thank you so much for coming and watching it here. So I'll see you again at 9 o'clock with the polity of the day. Thank you so much. See you and wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. I'll see you. Bye.